Welcome to another live stream. We're doing some live reactions, baby. Ooh, Fallout the Frontier is a god-awful... Oh, Never Wish for a Nuclear Winter. Arma 3. A fuster Cluck in Fallout. Yeah, this sounds like exactly what I want. A little bit. Slav ticks. Yeah, if you throw it, but it would be just that a suggestion, right? I'll only do stuff where I'm like really confident. I'll have like some commentary, you know. Oh, I thought. Okay, let's see. Whoa, whoa.
Yippee!
Whoa. Oh wait, they're power suits. Never mind.
There'll be no wedding bell.
Okay, wait. I love how the snowflakes are actually snowflakes. Okay, yeah, a little loud, you're saying? All right, let's turn it down some. Okay. Let's try it now. Better? Yeah.
Greetings. I believe we are under attack from an unknown source.
Okay.
We can't see them.
Yeah, this is...
We need help.
Okay, so this is that's actually not bad radio comms. It's very simple. But yeah, usually you try to give a distance and direction on incoming fire, but the truth is that it's hard. It's hard to determine exactly where fire is coming from. Sometimes it's hard to even determine if the fire is at you.
Understood. We're tasking Ursus to your assistance. Ursus, do you Jesus! What did I say about that goddamn nuke?
Yep, that's about how it is. It's very easy for people to well, if you look at a nuclear explosion, good chance you're gonna go blind. It is a blinding light.
Someone in chat just said, it's pretty weird watching this without the subs, which is possibly one of my favorite comments so far.
You know how these videos happen, right?
Liv, what the fuck are you?
Hey, put that back to Arsenal.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, when was this recorded? Which plague is it? May 2019, so it was not the plague we're all thinking of. It was just a general plague.
Ah, Jesus.
Loud and clear.
We have the Courier 6 himself.
Okay, I love how, first off, let's break down some of the gear here. I'm looking at what looks like Thompson-style grease guns, and this person's uniform looks like a Soviet-style wool trench coat, which is actually a great, if you've never gotten it, is a tremendously good outdoor coat. And that's because, of course, it's warm, it's full length. Functionally, it can be a sleeping bag. It would often be combined with a pashpalatka, the waterproof canvas tarp that doubled as a poncho. You would wrap the pashpalatka around your wool jacket, kind of curl up in it, and if you got yourself out of the wind, you would be sort of warm.
There. He
Oh,
lost
indeed.
his vocal cords in the Battle Hoover Dam.
And you've got this person that looks like, actually, that looks a lot like Tarkov's Adar that this mysterious NCR Ranger is carrying.
I see. It was a very precise machete, wasn't it? Trooper, no, I have to say, I adore your outfit. Look at that.
Yeah. Yep, there you go. He's got an entire tin of ammo hooked to the side of him. He's got a World War I style doughboy helmet. And they have entrenching tools strapped to their back, which is actually, even in modern warfare, a pretty useful thing to have, the ability to dig down into a fighting position.
Little tin of ammo you got on the front. You're an assistant rifleman then, ain't you?
Yeah, that's right. I'm assistant rifleman to my brother Larry. He's the smart one.
I see.
I was born without a face and a brain. Mom always said I was special.
This is actually what the assistant gunner actually does do. They haul around the ammo. You don't want to be the assistant gunner.
I see.
You're very special, little brother.
Was your mama also your father's brother then?
I am not used to seeing all the white cocaine from the sky.
Okay. All right, so these are unarmored vehicles that they're driving around in. Again, it's important to remember that this whole, like, that in modern warfare, where you can be attacked from any time, from any direction, this is relatively new. Traditionally, you had frontline troops. Those would be in armored personnel carriers and tanks, and they would be sort of in combat, and these would be supply trucks running to and from friendly areas. But obviously, in more modern combat situations, you have partisans or guerrillas or insurgents, whatever, pick your favorite term, that will ambush these sort of soft convoys with low levels of security. They are easy targets and are historically were easy targets and were very disruptive to operations.
Holding off a small ghoul horde, and we saw a fireball light up the sky. We saw a vertibird crash somewhere to the northeast of here. We had a workshop going there. We're fixing up an old pre-war tank. If you find the time, can you refuel that and bring it back here? We can get back to work on it.
Follow the Rangers, we'll move in with them. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's the tank?
That is a monster. Okay, what are we looking at? Let's try to get it. All right, so what we're seeing here is two looks like basically 155 sized or greater cannons plus rocket launcher pods. So here's what's sort of interesting is that in order to line up an accurate shot on a target, you have to pivot the turret. Obviously, the turret has to traverse left to right, and you have to get the angle of the turret, correct to hit what you're aiming at. And so that means you have to do a little bit of work to line up. So having a second turret, which you'll fire your first turret, then you would have to traverse the turret, or you would fire out of the first barrel, traverse the turret, line up your second shot, fire out of the second barrel, then traverse the turret back, get your angle right, and go. And it's not a great method. It's just going to be faster to just load the same barrel, because the barrel, if you have one shot that's on target, you are mostly lined up for your second shot. So you just have to take the spent casing out, put the new round in, and fire away. The rocket pods look like they could actually be on sort of arms and could be able to adjust fire independently. But maybe this is best thought of as an MLRS or self-propelled artillery, where they would be more targeting an area. And so you could have these rocket launched artillery, or basically half of an artillery battery rolling around the battlefield. So that's why I think this is probably isn't a tank. This is probably self-propelled artillery. Oh, shout out to this NATO star on there. Okay, cool. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. It only sort of makes sense as self-propelled artillery.
Bros, this is winter. We found the tank.
Oh boy.
Fresh meat.
Oh shit. Help! Help! Yo, they're kidnapping me! Fuck you. God damn it. Okay.
Oh man, guys, if you don't know, cannibalism causes a disease called kuru. It's the buildup of proteins in your brain, and it makes you slowly go mad. But it's over like months and months. In a pinch, you can eat a person.
Hostages connected to a dead man switch.
He's got hostages, Rimmy.
Oh,
And here's the deal. Y'all are gonna let me walk out of here.
This
we know.
So
Listen
what
up
you're
here,
gonna
mate.
do is you're just gonna let me walk out. I am the negotiator here.
See, here's the thing: is I know you care about your life. You ain't gonna leave without it.
He's too busy like kidnapping.
That's correct. That's why I gotta hear dead man switch, eh?
Very good. Which is why you're gonna put down your gun.
Oh, they're talking.
I'm happy with that, sir.
All call signs, be aware. There is a raider leaving the compound. You are to leave him go unharmed, or we are fucked. That's unfortunate.
How do you want me to get it there?
That's a good negotiating skill. That is a smart negotiator.
Smash through some walls, take us to Outpost Arctic.
Oh yeah.
I think it's that.
Full steam ahead.
Oh my god,
No.
we can! That was the Zeus, but keep going.
Damn, that tank just blew through those T barriers. So those tall barriers are sometimes called T barriers or T walls, and they were all over the place, especially in Iraq, which is kind of an urban area, but you had to protect everything kind of below the walls. So they would be erected on places like Route Irish, or that would line most of the more well-developed fobs. In Afghanistan, it's really expensive to ship these things around because they're so heavy and bulky. And so we would do what's called HESCO barriers, which are basically just like metal wire framed boxes that you fold out just the same way you fold out your box from Amazon. And then you fill it with dirt, and that dirt actually becomes the wall. So actually, just like filling a sandbag with dirt, right? These HESCO barriers would also be filled with dirt, and you would use them to construct basically a giant sandbag base by stacking 2 or 3 HESCO barriers atop one another.
The Brotherhood of Steel were here because they were looking for a vault. Looks like my boys found reports of vault keys. Well, rather, he got the vault keys. That was righty. What the give me one moment.
The next truck will be on its way soon.
Righty.
Yes?
Take it off.
Any medical?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I think medical should be in the next.
Comes the creep, y'all. We'll get to working on that then. We'll see what's up there. Looks like we got the... Say again? Oh my god.
All right, so look, we actually caught this other guy's rocking Soviet era Gorka pants. Let's back it up just a bit. Yep, these are classic Gorka pants. Gorkas are just a great generic general purpose military uniform. They're also great for hunting. They are water repellent. They have a ton of pockets. They are a wax treated canvas, so they are unlikely. They're actually pretty tough to stain. The on brand ones are ripstop. They're pretty good, and they are mass produced. You can see a lot of partisans in the Ukraine-Russia war wearing these still. And yeah, they're just a true workhorse of the Eastern Bloc in terms of combat. They were originally developed for operations in the Soviet Afghan war. They needed a mountain suit that was windproof and insulating and wouldn't let water get inside, so they developed this basic mountain suit. And there's been about 5 iterations of improvements on them. They really are excellent, honestly, as a hunting jacket, as just a general jacket. The nice thing is they look kind of cool, so you actually won't get too many weird looks if you wear the jacket, as long as it's not with other like camo pants or whatever.
My apologies.
No, it's alright. I know what the PTSD can do to you.
I'm telling you, boy.
That is a brilliant bird.
So the vertibird is what? Just, it looks like it's from Alien almost. It looks like it's the Aliens transport, the Colonial Marines. Or it's from 40K. Is it 40K?
That was not what I was expecting when I walked in.
We are at door. There are brothers of steel, however, they do not seem to be engaging us directly. What should we do?
Good copy. Hold position. I'm on my way. Be warned, boys. As it gets darker, the ghouls are gonna get more aggressive. We gotta move. Boys, watch my back, would you? Remember Helios.
What is Helios? That's 40K? Okay.
Space out. Big iron, space out. Copy.
Greetings.
I heard you make mention of Helios, so you know of our chapter.
Well, we do. Seems you have a bit of history.
Certainly.
The guys are role-playing pretty hard.
Every time we find you, boys, you're in a certain sorry state.
You know nothing about state.
Hold one moment.
The NCR are not welcome in this area.
Shame's, we got you surrounded, boy. I didn't even realize my boy's over there. They're gonna make it mighty tough for you to walk in that door.
Guys, the problem with being surrounded is that if his friendlies across the way shoot at them, they're also going to be shooting at friendlies. And so instead what you want is to have them pushed up against a flank. So you see this here concrete wall. What you would want is to have your forces arrayed all along this, probably as we're facing it, the right side. You obviously want your other forces along the side that Rimmy is, and that way they only have the option to retreat backwards through this uncovered line of fire, right? Or get pushed against this wall here or push into the enemies.
You better turn around. Let's have a little chat, shall we?
Very good. What are you doing here?
Well, we came here because of a little radio transmission. Guess you were calling for help, weren't you? We'd love to get a peek in that bunker there.
As would we.
And let me guess, you don't have the codes, do you?
Could you move out of the way of RMG?
No, we've been doing our best, but they seem to elude us.
Continue the cordon. Make sure they know they're encircled. Toby, you've got the codes to the bunker.
Yeah, he called it the correct terminology. It is a cordon. A cordon implies that you are, in fact, surrounding an area. Usually you want to have, not your friendlies in the line of sight, but you want to block every possible exfil to ensure both that no one from the outside gets in and no one from the inside gets out. The force that quarantines people, keeps them in, is called your inner cordon, and your outer cordon is what keeps people out. Normally, you would want to take advantage of all the high ground you can, because again, you have to think you're less likely to have a friendly fire incident if you're from somewhere up top and you're shooting downward.
Have a look and learn what you want from there. The things inside, we own them.
I'm afraid that's unacceptable.
I'm afraid we are numbered.
The NCR has a history of being untrustworthy.
Well, then you can come with us as a liaison. You can send one of your adepts with you if you want, but we're taking that home. This is NCR territory now. An outpost in the area? Sounds like it's NCR.
I suggest we both have a little learning and find out what's in there before we talk about terms.
I suggest that I have the upper hand. The moment that door opens, I lose that upper hand. So you're going to acquiesce now and not later. Righty, put the codes in. Let's get the door open.
I'm pretty sure they're all dead.
They definitely need to kill those Brotherhood of Steel. You have to remember how this sort of works, right? In these sort of negotiations, the only reason they need to be kept alive is if they have something that the NCR wants, right? You need to create incentives. You can't just rely on promises or friendly talk or anything like that. The reality is that nobody wants to die. You could offer them to safe passage to leave and put down their weapons is an option. But yeah, this whole we're going to negotiate and talk it out is not really a good method.
Well then, that looks like a new toy for the NCR to play with.
T-111 nuclear device. That is some serious intel.
Sweet mother of God.
Oh man, I'm gonna get, well, if this goes on YouTube, we're gonna have some monetization issues. Katie and 20th, Last Breath Part 2. Why we don't trust tin cans.
I do still have a cold, yes. Anyway. You're just decent to Vera Rome yet? Is it the 25th? Yes. Yes, I have. Bad game. Don't buy it. I will be making a video on that at some point.
Ooh. Imperator Rome is not a good strategy game. Yikes.
What the fuck? Livesy, go deal with that.
Oh, that's fine.
Livsy's aiming.
Got him in a headshot. Wait, that's my squad member. Please shoot him in the legs.
So, luckily you guys set up a good number of outposts on your way in last week.
To start with, I assume the radar mark near the nuke is no longer true.
Yes.
Thank God. That was... I hope we hadn't already lost it. Anyway, onto this. So the Brotherhood, they're guarding the nuke, correct?
Yes, they will be guarding the nuke as the engineers on the bridge clear it.
Okay, you don't want to have your enemies whom you have an uneasy alliance with being the sole people safeguarding your most valuable intel, right? Instead, what you want to have is your people, the people you trust the most, guarding the most sensitive equipment.
Understood.
Ideally, honestly, if you're a real utilitarian commander, you want to have your Brotherhood of Steel in the most dangerous role, because if they are the ones who are most likely to betray you, then you want to either grind them out, injure them, or ideally kill them entirely. So you want to put them in that high danger role, not the low danger role of guarding the valuable stuff in the rear.
Oh my dear God, boys, look up. Do you see that?
Rainbow.
Do you?
What? Holy.
Oh, troopers, this is the NCR Commander, Mr. Winner.
All the way.
Please, everyone, be aware of the double rainbow.
The Brotherhood of Steel aren't directly hostile.
We apparently have eyes on you.
I've counted at least 4.
Can you give me a mark on that? Oh shit! Oh shit! This is Winner under heavy attack at North Bridge.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hey,
Man, this is just it's cutting back and forth. I'm actually having a hard time like following this.
cold. Whoa, shit! I turned around for 1 second.
Thumper, this is Winner. Fire mission at 043048. Sector 3. 3 rounds HE.
That's a properly called fire mission, more or less.
Are being established. Thumper receives fire mission 043048, Sector 3, HE fire mission.
Oh, he even reads it back? That's also a really good protocol to make sure that there's no miscommunications, because putting artillery rounds onto the wrong target can be bad.
My God, the scatter on this. If they're firing right at my target that I marked, the scatter is fucking hilarious.
Winter Thumper 5-1, fire mission concluded.
Yeah, they'd say fire mission complete, but you know, it's 22:47. You should be glad you just have artillery, full stop.
Understood, Thumper. Hate to break it to you. May just be that the artillery isn't accurate. Those rounds went about 50 meters wide. So,
well, this is why we talked about this in other videos. You want to use what's called bracketing, right? You want to fire not just, you notice he called right away fire for effect and gave them coordinates, and that can work, but what you want, especially if you need precision fire, is you want to say fire 1 round to this location, and then they'll say you'll fire it, you'll go, hey, actually you are 50 meters north, come in 50 meters to the south. The artillery fire will adjust, they'll fire again, and then you'll say, oh, you were actually too far south, come up a little bit, and you'll bracket in boom, 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 boom. And then finally, when you're hitting rounds on the target properly, then you'll call fire for effect.
it's hit a fair few, but we'll have to clean up the rest. Thank you for your help. The boys on the bridges will need you now. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Let's go. For fuck's sake, I'm not waiting for Thumper anymore.
Fucking
Sounds like our boy. What? Oh, it's you
Asmongold just subscribed. Shit.
talking. I was about to discipline my conscript boy real quick. I just got a little question. Who was that boy in the MG nest? What's his name?
Fucked if I know.
Alright, well, we're just gonna get real close and personal with him, because he shot our truck, you see. And I don't take kindly to that.
Couldn't give a shit if he shot your girlfriend.
I don't have one.
Well, yeah, because she got shot.
She was eaten by a bear. Yao Guai. Real sad. Alright, let's get him in.
You're making it real hard for me to do this.
Winner, this crossroads.
What? Where did he go? Where did he go? Guys?
Advise we're getting resupplied by Mojave Express and they forgot their ammunition. So we got a bunch of grenades, a tire, and a bunch of medical.
Understood.
One tire.
We didn't forget any ammunition. The bloody ACE script is bugged out, so all of our crates have despawned and the Zeus has had to resupply us with actual equipment. So shut your whore mouth.
Understood.
Got a tire.
We'll be sending some scouts forward first. Remember what happened last time your tank rolled forwards. I'd rather not lose this one. Well, reverse, open fire. We are under attack at Meetup Point Charlie. Big Iron, Luna, Ursus, get your asses over here. 045, 045, drop hell on him.
We'll dump everything we have left.
Alright, boys, keep your heads down. We'll get artillery inbound. Oh, for fuck's sake. Courier 6, we have artillery inbound. Keep your head down. It's go time.
Get out of the truck.
Sweet mother of God!
He just called Artie on himself, didn't he?
Assets in the air. We don't know what's going on here.
Enemy hostile vertibird or something. Ghost Rider. Guns up and rear. Head southeast.
He's doing his best, man. He's doing his best to maintain he's trying his best to maintain control of this situation. Certainly having enemy aircraft in the area is kind of an issue, to put it lightly. It's not clear that he has anti-aircraft. It isn't even, if you don't have air superiority, you have to have some way to engage enemy aircraft or the ability to get to cover very quickly. And so having vehicles out in the open is not one of them. Our friends, the Russians, are experiencing this now.
See if you can take that bloody thing down. Straight up, you guys okay?
Is out of the area.
I think that's right.
Yep.
You telling me that nuke's left the area before I could get NCI eyes on it?
Brotherhood have already gone and escorted the nuke out of the area.
Yep, told you.
The debris was clear a while ago. You were too busy on the radio to receive.
Understood. Fuck!
Breaker, this is Paladin Pike of the Brotherhood of Steel. Does anyone read on this net?
Fill it up.
This is Winner, send. I'm CEO of the NCR forces in the area.
Greetings. I believe we are under attack from a unknown source. We can't see them. We need help.
Understood. We're tasking Ursus to your assistance. Ursus, do you read? Jesus!
Yep, still funny.
What did I say about that goddamn nuke? Get in cover. All NCR forces hit the deck. Big Iron, Ursus.
Okay, so first off, if a nuclear weapon was to go off that close, it would actually burn out or at least temporarily disable your radios. It's the equivalent of having a giant radio station broadcasting on all frequencies very, very, very loudly. Second, nuclear weapons, at least modern ones, have a lot of safeguards, and it should take a lot they can't really accidentally go off because you have to have positive motion to set the nuke off, right? You have to take a uranium-235. Well, you have to basically mash together uranium-235 and plutonium-538, maybe. You have to mash them together really fast, like push them into each other. And so there's a couple ways to do it, right? What you can do is have a bunch of uranium-235 and use explosives to compress it down very closely, surrounding a core of plutonium, so that boom, it converts right there. It goes critical. You can also do what's called the gun method, and that's where you have a shell or a hook of uranium-235 and you shoot a plutonium core into it. The point is that you have to have several explosions go off internal to the weapon in order to detonate it. So you couldn't, for example, jostle it up real hard. Plutonium-238, okay. So you can't just like jostle a nuclear weapon into existence. Yeah, the hardest part is getting that uranium-235 because it's, of course, requires it to be at a certain level of purity. And you can't just have a bunch of uranium-238 in there. You have to filter it out. It's got to be at least like I don't know, like 27% 235. And so the point of this is that it would be really hard to accidentally set off a nuke. Render it inoperable? Yes, absolutely. You could punch it full of bullets and render it inoperable. But it requires a bunch of very finely timed mechanisms to actually have the nuclear weapon go critical and detonate like that is depicted. Definitely really easy to break it apart or scatter radioactive material over a large area, the so-called dirty bomb. Those would be much easier to achieve.
Versus Luna, report. Give me a sit rep. What is your status?
Luna, good. Big Iron, good. Currently pushing northwest. Versus green.
All forces, if you haven't got your gas masks on already, put them on.
Currently we don't see Ursus at all, but we'll push back to the...
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit! Looks like that vertebrate's down. Good job, Ghost Rider. Keep it firing. They dive bomb paratroopers. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like that was the plan. That looked more like paratroopers bailing on a injured bird. So is it a war crime? This is a gray area. So if they are crew abandoning a disabled aircraft, yes, that's a war crime. If they are paratroopers being deployed to combat, it is not a war crime to shoot them.
I've never dive bomb paratroopers before, but I'm about to. This is Winner. We are engaged in the northeast side of the war party. Big Iron Oros, let's move up to support us. We're taking fire.
I mean, I'm going to tell you, I'm a little bothered by the fact this copyrighted music is going to get 100% demonetized on YouTube.
Big Iron's on the move, northeast.
But I'm hoping maybe it's quiet enough.
Luna, what's your status?
Sure, why not?
Wow, that was getting launched into the air. What are we looking at?
Fuck! Enemy jet in the sky!
If you see anything that doesn't look
Enemy, yeah, listen, if you have to see the enemy doing what's called its attack run, you're in deep problems, right? And we are coming in and we're going to push it up, right? So you can tell the enemy aircraft is going to be coming in at a steep angle. You're going to see it. If it's aiming for you, it's going to be looking right at you. The nose is going to point at you, and then it's going to pull up as it releases its weapon systems. With smart bombs, it's a little different, right? They may just circle and release the bombs and let them guide themselves in. But yeah, if you see an enemy fighter jet engaging like that, you're in deep trouble.
looks like us, shoot it.
Winter, this is Luna. We're pushing forward.
Be advised, friendlies are starting to push in, so watch your fire.
I need medical supplies!
Not in the fuel truck. There
He definitely just ran in front of that machine gun. Not a great call.
is a secondary ammo truck coming
Jesus!
up right behind me.
Heads up, boys. Ghost Rider's coming in. They're gonna clear the way for us. God damn. That was a fucking entrance. Stop tapping me, you little shit. Oh, alright. You're the one that can't talk. What's up? Yeah, do you know how to fly it? Then go on. Get up there. Keep the skies clear. All call signs, be aware. Turns out Courier 6 is a man of many talents. He's getting in the jet. Do not shoot that jet down.
Up and took the talent like a cheating RPG player as always.
Oh, someone surrendered over here. Who is this?
Looks like an officer or a person or a cosplayer.
So, you're going to answer some questions for me, aren't you? But first, we're going to do...
He looks like he's from the Imperium. In fact, so much so because he has the Imperial Aquila right here on his collar plate.
Do something very simple.
This is Big Iron and what's left of Luna pushing from the western edge.
Imperium Commissar uniform.
You have done nothing today.
Oh no, I've just stolen his aviators.
You have done nothing today.
Oh, can I have his hat? I want his hat.
Take his hat. Take his hat.
Oh no, not his hat.
All call signs, be aware. We appear to have captured the commander of the garrison here at the airfield.
That is Colonel.
The colonel, he's correcting me.
Colonel Han Shure.
His name's Han.
Yeah, whatever, Slane.
I hope.
Whoa, can't use that. That's a good point. An officer can be a cosplayer. In the post-apocalypse, everyone gets to be a cosplayer.
I hope that wasn't fucking Carrier 6 crashing. I got only one question.
The new empire is coming for you.
Whatever you say, chopsticks.
This has been nothing.
You're wearing his hat. Listen up.
It's my hat now. I appreciate him trying to be cinematic and be very dramatic, but in fact, the other guy's just talking mad shit.
You're racist, man. You're fucking racist.
I honestly, yeah, Jesus, even for me.
West east on the north half of the base.
Cool, so shut up.
That is actually true. You did cause this.
Yeah,
Anyway,
You personally caused this event, even though it was people from your country several hundred years ago, all of whom are dead. You caused this.
Listen, we only got one question.
The Empire of the Golden Star will come down on you, NCR.
Oh, I can't wait for a golden star to go down on me, but did you detonate the nuke? Where's the Brotherhood?
Of course we did.
Was getting caught part of your plan?
Christ, this is why we can't trust those tin
Of course.
cans with anything.
This is the rest of Luna. What do you want us to do?
Spread out, clear the buildings. We've got the commander
Your
here.
efforts are
You heard,
futile.
man. Let's spread out, clear buildings.
Does anyone have a gag? Anyone? Like, someone got a sock?
Where's this naked?
Bullet's a gag. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I having a shower at? Hey. No, he's our prisoner now. I'm gonna go take him with the other one.
Wait. How's he have an AK? Okay, you gotta search your prisoner for weapons. Okay, these are the rules. You can't leave them with a weapon. That's the first thing you should do is search them for weapons. Make sure they're actually not a threat. Then you're gonna want to search them to see if there's any injuries and provide treatment because you're legally required to do so under the Geneva Convention, which obviously exists in the Fallout universe. Then you're gonna want to search them right away for intelligence, documents, anything except for what's in the left breast pocket that's designated for personal documents. So that's where you'll have like your identity document and any pictures of your family, if you have any contact information for your family or other identity stuff. And excuse me. But you'll of course process them. Usually there'll be a tag that designates where they were captured and any other information that you have, and then you'll get them to the rear as fast as possible so that they can't cause any more fuckery.
Move, man. It's here. I'll fucking end you. Again.
Crossroads, this is Winner. We've captured the Colonel and a few other prisoners as well.
Oh, fuck, man.
Who shot
I
him?
liked it.
He was quite a nice man. Aww.
Wasn't me. I love you, Rimmy.
Very progressive. Mwah. Nice. Thanks for that white phos.
Oh, white phosphorus. It solves all your problems and then creates new ones. Okay, man, that was fun.
What did you do to me? I killed down no one to pray for champions. I can't believe it's right.